the one person who could play Victor Von Doom.
I'm tired of suffering. I'm tired of suffering.
Doctor Doom is one of Marvel's most iconic villains, whether that be because of his look, his powers, or his interesting backstory. Victor Von Doom is a character we all love, and the character deserves an actor that can portray all the things we love about Doom. So tell me why when it comes to live action takes on the character, we can never seem to have an accurate depiction of how Doom is, and I don't think it's so hard to do. If we take a look at the different live action versions of Doctor Doom, you can see that they're all bad. Let's start off with Joseph Culp from the unreleased Fantastic Four movie from 1994. Now, to be fair, when you look up the backstory on what this movie is, I'm not going to be too hard on it because it was released in 1994 and they didn't have a big budget. So the studio wasn't being serious when they was making this film. Low key, he is the most accurate Doom in this entire list, and he probably has the best costume out of all of them. Next we have Julia McMahon from the 2000 Fantastic Four movies. I'm gonna be real, they looked at Green Goblin from Spider-Man 1 and they just copied it to Doctor Doom. He's a businessman, he loses his company, he kills the people that wronged him, he has weird electricity powers that Doctor Doom never had. I will say, compared to the Fantastic version, his suit is actually okay, and this is what I mean when I say we've never got an accurate version of Doom. Since when has Doom ever been a businessman? He's been a ruler of Latveria, he's a scientist. I would say that his powers are a mix between like Doctor Strange and Iron Man. He has a little bit of magic and a little bit of technology. I also don't like that throughout the movie his skin is like ripping off and becoming metal. I do have a little bit of a bias when it comes to this version of Doctor Doom because I did grow up with the Fantastic Four movie, but I still can recognise that this is a bad adaptation of this character. Moving on to the worst one in my opinion is Toby Kebbell's Doctor Doom from the Fantastic movie. I don't even know what to say for this one. It's just everything's wrong with it. The design, why is his eyes so close together? He looks like a crash test dummy. He's pulsating with like green energy, and I don't even know what his powers are. Man's moving rocks and mountains and that. And you know what, I think out of all of them, this is the most inaccurate version of Doom. And you can tell that they were so embarrassed that this was a comic book movie and a comic book character that they changed his name from Victor Von Doom to Victor Domashev, I think. And this version of Doctor Doom is so boring. I don't know how you can take a character like Doctor Doom, who's known for being petty and possibly having the biggest ego in the Marvel universe, and you turn him into a generic bad guy with no personality. And so this leads us to our most recent casting of Doctor Doom. I thought that now that Marvel owned the rights to the Fantastic Four, we were going to get a more accurate version of Doom, we're going to see him done right, the general public will love him. We get Robert Downey Jr. playing Doom. I remember when this announcement happened, and honestly I was so confused. I had a million questions running through my mind, like how they're going to make this make sense. Is he going to be from another universe? So as we're getting closer to Avengers Doomsday, I've been sitting with my feelings, and I think I figured out why I have an issue with Robert Downey Jr. playing Doctor Doom. The first reason that I have, and I think it's important, it's that Robert Downey Jr. is not Romani. This is so important for a number of reasons. The first one is that it's a part of Doom's identity. Let me ask you something. Would you make Magneto not Jewish?
Nope.
You wouldn't you? It's the same thing with Doom. Him being Romani shapes his character and his motivations. Because Doom had to face discrimination when he was living in Latveria because his people were Romani, this forced his mom, Cynthia Von Doom, who was a sorceress, to make a deal with Mephisto so that her people would be safe from tyranny. However, this would lead her soul to be trapped in Mephisto's world. This caused Doom to have an unrelenting obsession with getting his mom's soul back from hell, basically. And every year he would fight Mephisto to get his mom's soul back, which is sick. It's also one of the main reasons why Doom is so good at doing sorcery and magic. But I get the feeling when it comes to Avengers Doomsday, they're not going to explore any of that backstory when it comes to this version of Doom. I seriously doubt that Robert Downey Jr. is going to put in an accent for this movie. And if they are gonna have Robert Downey Jr. do an accent, why not just get a Romani actor to do the role? But me personally, Marvel has proven that they're not hard to cast. Where you can find someone that looks exactly like Echo, I don't think it's that hard to find someone that looks like Doctor Doom and is from his background. That's also one of the main reasons why he goes to college and he forms a rivalry with Reed Richards. It's so that he could increase his intelligence, and he wanted to make a machine that could form a link between him and his mom that was trapped. The machine ended up blowing up, scarring his face, which is the reason why he wears the mask. Now, depending on the continuity, sometimes it's a little scratch or sometimes his whole face is messed up. But ask yourself this question: do you really think Marvel is going to let Robert Downey Jr. wear a mask the whole movie, knowing that they've paid like 80 million for his face to be advertised? Which is another problem I have with RDJ playing Doom. I can just see every 10 minutes man's going to be taking off the mask to show his face, with a character that's known for not taking his mask off. And Marvel, please, Doctor Doom's mask better not be nanotech, let it be practical. If MF Doom can do it, you can do it. The next problem I have with RDJ playing Doctor Doom is that I don't want the general public to think that Doctor Doom is just an evil Iron Man variant. I know in the comics sometimes Doctor Doom has taken over for Iron Man and Iron Man has been Doctor Doom. Like I said in the beginning of the video, Doctor Doom has been on film to the general public 2 times, and both times have been bad, really bad. So people who don't know Doctor Doom from the comics or the animated shows, they kinda just think that he's a joke character, or a character that's not important, which is so opposite from the truth. In Secret Wars, my man bodied Thanos by pulling his spine out of his body. Like I said earlier, my man goes to hell every year to fight for his mother's soul. With Mephisto, sometimes he teams up with Doctor Strange just to go down there. He made Doom bots which act exactly like him, and they all think that they are the real version of Doom. He's become the Sorcerer Supreme and has stole the power of the Beyonder. The point I'm trying to make is that the general audience doesn't know that Doctor Doom is important, and I really think that Robert Downey Jr. playing him is just gonna make people say, oh, he's just evil Iron Man, when he's not. But I don't want to be too down in this video. There is some hope. RDJ has won an Oscar for Oppenheimer, and I trust that the Russo brothers came back because they were actually inspired by something and could tell a compelling story. Also, another thing that gives me hope is seeing the concept art of Doom. I don't even know if I can show it, but let's give it a try. Alright, I think we're good. If this is how Doctor Doom is going to look in the movie, it's infinitely better than every other version we've gotten so far. They've seemed to take some inspiration from the Secret Wars comic. Look at how Doom's suit is more white than green. This gives me hope that we'll see a more accurate depiction of Doom. I know in this video I've been kinda complaining non-stop, but I really just think it's because of Doctor Doom is my favourite villain from Marvel, and he's never been done right ever in live action, and I feel like he's not going to be done right here because of how big RDJ is. Him playing Iron Man might end up overshadowing his performance as Doctor Doom. The whole time while RDJ is playing Doom, in the back of your mind you're going to be thinking this is just Iron Man, or a retextured version of Iron Man, an evil Iron Man. But anyway, these are just my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and if you like the video, please like, share and subscribe, and I hope you have a good day.